Well, well, well. You look at that.
I will beat you like a Cherokee drum.
We about to go up like.
Oh, it took longer than I expected.
If you're gonna catch Dom, you guys are gonna work together.
Surprise.
Jason Statham.
Are you ready? Everybody in the house tonight? You know what's coming. It's about to go down. So put your hands up. Let your body move all across the floor. You know what to do. I'm talking to you. Hey you, hey you, hey you, hey you, hey you.
That is a fine suit you're wearing right there.
Thank you, like $1 million.
Thank you very much.
Now, welcome back to New York.
Hey, nice to be here. Yeah.
Do you get a chance to spend a lot of time here?
Not really. You know, I'm back and forth, you know, doing a bit of press, promoting, so, you know. I'm going to stay a few days. My mum and dad are in town, so we're going to walk around the city, and, you know, they've never been here, so...
That's great.
That'd be nice.
You know you say you're going to walk around the city. Now all these people are going to be walking around the city.
Looking for you.
Jason.
Looking for you. Now, you were in that huge smash film, Furious 7.
Yes.
Yeah. Here's the question. Do you make any movies that don't gross over $40 billion?
A lot, yes.
Yeah.
You just don't want to see them.
So you ended up, at the end of the movie, you're still alive. Are you going to do a sequel?
Past 8? Yeah, we're talking about doing it. It's always good to stay alive in film. Yeah.
You know, you're a fit guy. You're athletic. I mean, every time I see you, I'm like, man, I wish I could look like that and do all these high kicks.
That's not what you said.
I do.
Backstage, you were like, I could take Jason Statham. No big deal. Remember when you said that?
No, I don't.
Well, he thought it. I could tell he was
But you seem to me like you do a lot of your own stunts. Like, were you a daredevil as a kid?
You know, I wanted to be a stuntman. It was a path that I never pursued. My friend was training to be a stuntman.
Huh.
You need a few different sort of skills. You know, you need a lot of contact sport. You know, it's one or two things I already had, but it was I never really sort of had the time because I was competing in a different sport, like an amateur sport. So I never had the time to dedicate to what it really needs to become a stuntman.
What was your sport that you competed
I used to do highboard diving for the country.
No kidding.
Yeah, a long time ago.
So you can do the whole pike and the whole...
Yeah, you do like 3.5 somersaults in many different sort of rotations. And
no kidding.
But do you think that helped you, though, to compete? Like, 'cause I get on a high dive, man. I'm looking down there. I did it once as a kid, just climbed up too high. I had to jump because they wouldn't let me go back down. And it was the most terrifying thing. But does that help you when you're getting ready to do stunts to be calm?
Yeah, it gives you what they call sort of an aerial awareness. You know, it's you always know where your feet is. I did a lot of trampoline and a lot of tumbling.
Yes.
All these things give you that sort of, you know, that extra sense of what's up and what's down. So it gives you a lot of confidence. And I think stunts are always sort of governed by how confident you are in that situation and whether you want to do it or not.
Jason, you know they have now come up with a bearded swim cap for wind resistance. In case you want to continue pursuing diving, we can get you one of them. I'll get it for you.
I need a couple in case I lose one.
I'll get you a couple.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Why don't you buy a dozen and pass them out between us? Everybody, we'll be right back with more of Jason Statham, so stay right there.
That car, the best overall brand, plus all this and more, standard. Hurry to the final days of the Honda Summer Clearance Event to get a new 2015 Civic for just $149 per month. And deals like 0.9 financing on all these Honda models. Why wait and why settle for less than a Honda? Hurry, the once-a-year Honda Summer Clearance Event ends soon at your local Honda dealer.
You want to hike 2,000 miles?
We go. This Labor Day weekend comes an adventure for the ages.
You okay? Never better.
4 stars. It's one of the year's best buddy movies.
If they come for us, we're dead. If they come for us, we are dead.
A Walk in the Woods, rated R.
For Jason Statham, star of the new film Spy. And when I tell you, this movie, somebody over there, they want you, man. This movie, the movie it's a very funny movie. I mean, one of the funniest movies I've seen in a long time. But you are incredibly funny. Comedy, you are a comedy actor. actor, man. And I didn't expect that.
All this time.
All this time you've been holding back on us.
I had no idea. I mean, I wasn't trying to be funny. You know, it's like... It was, you know, I'm quite nervous about going. I mean, I'm sort of my last dozen years I've been doing action films. I play these internal characters, don't say much. I mean, I say more in this like one monologue than I've said in about 8 movies. Right. Of my old style stuff. So it's different to play something where you don't take yourself seriously and you can poke a bit of funny.
You play a super intense CIA operative, right? You're angry all the time. You're very serious, right?
Yeah, he's a guy that considers himself the best in the business at being a spy. So when basically my cover's blown, so I can't continue this mission. So when someone that's known as a secretary in the basement gets to do what I should be doing, I get a little bit peeved off. I was struggling with something to say.
No, you can say it.
Yeah.
You got it. You got it.
But he's a good guy. And Mark.
Yeah, he's a good guy. He's this guy who's capable, but his compass is a little bit off. You know, so he turns up at the wrong time, at the wrong place, and that, the funny's become because of that kind of a situation.
And the director and the writer of the movie, is it Paul Feig?
Paul Feig, yeah.
He wrote it for you, right?
Yeah.
Didn't he write this character with you in mind?
Yeah, he did. He did Bridesmaids, and he's a terrific director. And he'd seen a couple of films that I've been in. Namely, Crank was one that he was sort of interested.
Right.
He saw a sort of comic potential in that. I don't know what he saw. But yeah, I mean, he wrote this. He had an idea of how I would fit into a comedy because, on paper, I don't fit into comedies.
And did you want to do comedy?
It wasn't like a dream because, there's good and bad in every movie. And, to be in a bad comedy is not a desire I want.
Well, I can tell you right now, you're not in a bad comedy. You are in a great comedy, a very funny comedy. We're going to take a look at a clip. And in this clip, we find you, as Agent Rick Ford, in a CIA meeting. His undercover identity has been compromised, but he's planning his next move. So let's take a look at Jason Statham in Spy.
Here's what we do. I go into the face-off machine, get a whole new face. I turn up. They never notice me.
Do you have quarters? Because it costs 50 cents.
Well, go pay.
No, because it doesn't exist. Guys, this is more than just a kill mission. Now, we can get Reyna, DeLuca, and some top terrorist leadership and get the weapon back if we do this right. We just need someone who can shadow them without attracting attention. We need someone invisible.
I'll do it.
Okay, thanks, lunch lady.
I'm serious. I have never been out in the field.
Are you considering this?
For your safety and the safety of those around this table, I am considering it.
Then consider this. I'll quit. And I know it is a face-off machine. You're just keeping a secret from me.
Do yourself a favor. Get out and laugh. It is Spy. Jason Statham, everybody.
Tomorrow on Live from Game of Thrones.